Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards. A new season of Ranked has arrived, and with it a couple changes. Nothing too major this time, there's just a few adjustments to some bodyguards. Many of them were Space Marines. And this season I would like to focus more on Space Marines because there is a new Warlord. Their 5th Warlord will be coming out later this week in a campaign, so that is something to look forward to. And because we are at the beginning of ranked mode, the enemies are going to be pretty weak, so I'm going to head over into casual mode for this match. And I want to try out Watch Captain Artemis. He did get a slight buff to his stats in this season. He got increased health and a little more ranged and melee damage. He's still not really that great. I think a special rule really could use a bit of a boost somehow, or just a rework or something, but we'll see how it does. We've got 8 Marines in here, 8 bodyguards. Of course, with this special rule in particular, you do want to have as many bodyguards in there as possible. So we got the maximum amount. Got a mix of ranged and melee. We got Tigurius also for psychic damage. This is another big guy. And yeah. Oh, Fenric Redeye. This guy is one of the Marines who got a pretty significant buff to his stats. Never really used him before, but now he's actually quite strong at this level, so we'll see how he does with the barrage there. So let's deploy and see what happens. This is actually the 3rd game today that I've played with Watch Captain Artemis in casual mode, and I have lost the previous 2 games pretty badly. In casual, you can get matched against some ridiculously high-leveled opponents, making it quite unfair. But we'll see what happens here. Enemy, of course, deploys all 3 cards at the beginning in casual, and we are up against Lieutenant Tolmeron. Let's see what level he is. Okay, level 7. This is a prime example of a really high-level player here. Level 12. Yeah, I don't really have cards at that high of a level, so I'm not expecting to win this, but let's see. I think I'm going to put down... Well, this guy's already 49 damage. They got this guy with fear. Pretty nasty looking. I'm going to put down my Psyker here, Tigurius, at the beginning, I think. He does have a double shield. So whenever I deploy a unit, it will damage a random enemy 15% of their starting health. So these Marines don't have a whole lot of health, so it's not actually doing all that much damage. I think I'm just going to put down some ranged units of my own, and they are inferior to the enemy, but we'll see if they can hold up for a little bit while I blast away with the Psychic. They do have the initiative, so they're going first. With Artemis, I think it is actually better to have lower initiative, because you do get to use your special rule 1 additional time. You can see we're very outmatched when it comes to ranged, outgunned. So we're going for a Psychic here. Readying up, giving us a ranged boost that we'll hopefully be able to use effectively later on. We got the Tech Marine, Master of the Forge, on the left. He is regenerating away, so he will, I think, be able to put up a decent fight against this guy. Will take him a while to whittle down all that health with the fear, though. So we're going to put down old Fenric Redeye in the middle, and he will be able to counter pretty effectively with the ranged attack. So going Psychic again, getting another range boost, and melee from Redeye. So far, this is actually going fairly well, I'd say. And interesting choice of bodyguard there. That Space Wolf has he's more of like a melee fighter, but you can see the barrage going off there, taking out the whatever that guy was. My mind is blanking right now, but he had the plasma weapon. And out comes a bigger Marine, the Crusader, or the Centurion. I always want to call it the Crusader. Centurion Devastator, level 11 barrage. That is really strong. Tigurius able to one-shot the Space Wolf. And we're getting a pretty good boost in ranged and melee. This is actually pretty good, having Tigurius out on the first turn. Of course, with 8 bodyguards, that is not guaranteed. I think I'm doing a lot better this game than I was in the last 2. We'll see if my good luck continues. Their last 2 bodyguards are probably going to be pretty strong, I'd imagine. Let's see what this guy's at now. 51 range, that's quite a bit. So he, Master of the Forge dude, is going to die soon. We'll go for the Psychic, I guess, maybe one more time. Actually, he's going to survive again. Well, no, he's not, because of the barrage. Yep, my front line is just going to get wiped out here. But now we have a really big ranged attack and melee attack charged up. So that is looking good. Unfortunately, my bodyguards are not really that strong. So I think we'll go for the melee, maybe. Put down this guy. Actually, going ranged would probably be better, to be honest. Alright. Okay, we'll just put down that guy in the middle. And ooh, this is yeah, my remaining bodyguards are not that great, with the exception of the Chapter Master. So okay, I think we want to go ranged here. Yeah, well, okay, the one guy will survive, but I'm pretty sure whatever ranged unit comes out on the other hand on the next turn will just outgun me massively. So just gonna use up that ranged attack and then try to go melee next turn. Hopefully they don't like one-shot whatever. Oh, but this has got to be, yep. There he is. Brother Garros at level 11. So that's a whole lot of damage. They just got a pretty big outflank there. And 94 damage. It's pretty painful, but we do still have the melee attack charged up, so that is good. Yeah, okay, this is actually not too bad. So, Chapter Master is going to deal a lot of damage, although the Invictor has quite a bit of health, so it probably will survive this. Yep, okay, definitely going to survive that. It's not nearly as much damage as I was thinking it would be. However, this will force the enemy warlord out, and we'll see if we can take him out. We'll see. Lieutenant Tolmeron and Watch Captain Artemis are actually pretty even, I'd say, when it comes to their stats, the warlord stats. But yeah, maybe Artemis won't even have to deploy if the Chapter Master is he's doing some good work here. 68 damage, just barely keeping him alive, and the Terminator is gonna get terminated along with the Chapter Master. Oh, this is gonna be pretty close. I don't know if I can. Well, let's see. How much damage does this do? 76 and 90. Okay, definitely want to block the Invictor. But it looks like we actually were able to pull this off amazingly. And the final damage from the special rule is going over there, dealing 42 damage. That's quite a bit. So this actually worked out. You know, I wasn't expecting to win, but I mean, Tolmeron, he kind of starts off a little slow. So we were able to just slowly whittle away the bodyguards and kind of... I think it really helped having Tigurius out at the beginning. That was what that won me the game, honestly. If I hadn't got him out at the beginning, I do not think I would have pulled that off. So I was kind of lucky, but I still think that Watch Captain Artemis is pretty weak. And his special rule, I mean, it used to be a lot weaker. They did buff it a while back, making it usable, but it's still not one of... It's still one of the weaker special rules. One of the weaker warlords, I'd say. So, let me know if you've had any success with this guy, and what kind of build you used with him, and what you think of his special rule, if you think it should just be changed entirely, or, you know, buffed in some way. I would be interested in hearing your thoughts. But yeah, keep an eye out for the campaigns later this week. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.